Hello, Master Numerologist Andre Overmore. And last Saturday, about week and a half ago, I was doing a live stream, and one of the streamers threw out some numbers at me, and I took a quick look at them, and I saw it was a very strong seven pattern. And so I told the individual that, yeah, these numbers look very strong, and you may be interested in pursuing, a path that's that allows you to grow, spiritually, in this particular life, because the spiritual guides are coming closer to you. You'll have help from the higher plane of consciousness and awareness. And so, and I kind of left it at that because I'm moving on to the next read. But then after I had some time to think about it, I was saying, well, okay, let's pretend that this person is in heaven right now and has decided to have another go at it on planet Earth, getting ready to reincarnate. And this person wants to choose a life path of a number six on this round. The life path number six is all about love and feelings and emotion and caring and children. And this person in this life wants that. Maybe in a previous life, that's something that he or she wanted, and they really never accomplished it. So in this life, they want to know what it feels like to be a mother or a father, or to participate in the society or within the nation. So they chose their place of birth, their time of birth. They chose their name, and then they decided they were going to land on these numbers here, which are 9, 16, 1988. Now, the question is, okay, I got this life path of the number six, and I want to succeed at it. But what would be the best route to take that's going to offer me the least amount of resistance? That's going to keep a lot of the obstacles out of my path. So I want to hit my sixth destiny, but I want to have a very smooth selling. What would be the best way? I said, okay, so let's take a look at that. So the first thing I want to observe to see, do I have any numbers duplicating? And I do. I have two nines, which is an 18, which is going to bring me back to another number nine. I have two eights, which is going to bring me to the spiritual foundation, the faith line. And then I have two ones. These two ones are masculine, but unfortunately, they blend into the number two because 1 plus 1 equals 2. Okay, so I got two nines, which means that I have a lot of love for humanity. I'm very concerned about what's going on in the world, and I want to somehow make the world a better place. I do have the finances in this particular incarnation to help me along, but they wrapped up in my spiritual aspect. So if I'm going to get to my money, I got to go through God. In other words, I got to go through the meditations. I got to go through developing my faith line. And I know that my seven energy sits in opposition to my eight energy, because the seven energy requires for me to go within, and the eight energy is requiring for me to go without. And if I don't balance it, I may not want to come out of my cave, or if I'm so strong into the money aspect, I may not want to go into the cave. You understand? Okay, and I do have my ones, but my ones blends into my two energy. So I have my backbone, but I may not believe in myself. I may not trust myself. But these three tools is a way for me to hit my sixth destiny. And so when I add them together, it comes back to a number six energy. Now, but is this the best way for me to hit my sixth energy? Am will this way give me a path of least resistance, or would I have more trouble if I follow the path on the second level? Okay, that's the question. Now, so let's take another look at this. See if there's another way I can hit my sixth path, life path, without with the least amount of resistance. So here I have double eights, which breaks down to a 7 energy. Then I have my 7 energy here, because 1 plus 6 equals 7. And then I got my 9 plus 16, which is 25. Okay, so now I'm stacking up faith. I said, okay, I'm loaded. So I got 3 sevens when multiplied to plus brings me back to the number 3 level. But I got a very strong faith line there. But it's a very artistic 7 energy because of the 3. The 3 is an artistic energy. So it's a very artistic 7 energy. So for example, this strong 7 energy may be attracted to church and maybe want to sing in the choir within the church because of the very strong 3 influence. Okay, let's see what else I got going on here. I see that I have a 6 here and I got a 6 there. And when I add 1988 together, I get 26, which produces another 8 energy, and it produces another 6 energy. So I have a 6 here, here, and here. So now I got 3 sixes. So that's pretty good because my destiny is a 6. So now I got additional 6 energies. But now I also have another 8. So I got 8 here, here, and here. So now I got 3 eights. Oh, that's very good because now not only do I have a strong desire to be a mother or a father in this life, I'm going to have the finances to be able to afford a large family, or I'm going to have the finances to be able to open up maybe a school for children, or I might be able to open up, you know, I might be able to buy a building, and within that building I might be able to offer like after school programs for children that cannot afford it. So that's very admirable there. Okay, so let's take a look at how my destiny lines up with my numbers: 1988, 16, and 9. um that's a 2 there, that's a 1. Okay, so that's 2013. So I added another 3 and another 3 here, because 2 plus 1 is 3, which gives me my destiny of a number 6. So I added, another 6 energy, but I also added another 3 energy. So I said, well, maybe since I have a very strong 3 energy, maybe that would be the path that I should follow to go to the third level to get to my life destiny of number 6. Because if I go through my twos, the twos are numbers of service and servitude, and so is the 6. But because there are an abundance of the twos and a very strong showing of the 6s, I may stumble with my feelings. I may become like overly possessive if I'm in in a marriage type of situation. Or if I have children, I may become overly like possessive, other children will not be able, like a mother hen or a father hen that's always, interfering with their lives, meddling in their affairs, might not feel comfortable with the type of person that my child may marry or might be dating. And I may become very nosy and digging into their affairs. And because I'm have such a caring vibration with those twos and sixes, I might not hit my mark the way I want to hit my mark in this life, a more balanced six energy, without having, an overly emotional, maybe bouts of depression. So that might not be the way I really want to go. I see going to the third level would be a much more harmonious way to go to reach the sixth destiny. Because now, say the individual wants to go into teaching, now the three energy is more masculine than the twos and the sixes and nines. And so the emotional aspect of the number six won't be drowned. They'll be able to have a lot more balance in their life. The three energy will be able to offer the six energy a lot of creative and artistic endeavorments, but with a lot of feelings, you understand. So, say the person is a teacher or a songwriter, they'll bring a lot more feeling into it because the sixes and the twos do have a lot of feelings, but without getting caught up in the negative aspects of a six energy or a two vibrational energy. So let's say the person is a teacher, then should probably be very engaging when it comes to music, storytelling, and these type of activities will keep a child engaged. Or she may be very artistic, and she might be able to allow her classroom to do a lot of art type of projects within the classroom, and all of those type of activities will keep a child, very, engaged. Let's say that she wanted to use her six energy to do social work. Well, the two energy would be there to sympathize with the people that come to her for her services, but she'll be able to write up grants. She'll be able to um, write up different types of programs that can make the social programs a lot more fluent, a lot more, say, relative to the to the society that's at hand. So this three energy right here would be offer this sixth destiny the least amount of resistance. Whereas those tools, if she's going to try to hit her six through those tools, I feel as though she won't be able to handle the strong emphatic type of vibration of the twos and the sixes. And don't forget you got these two nines that's popping up there as well, and she may become prone to bouts of say depression, might find herself crying quite a bit, not being able to just handle the emotional aspect of life, and that might trip her up when she's trying to move through her, get to her sixth destiny. Whereas the three energy, she ain't gonna have to be bothered with all of that. She's gonna have the feelings in more of a balanced way. The emotions gonna be done more balanced, and she'll probably have a lot more success in hitting her mark of the sixth destiny by going through the third level. So this is how I would instruct the individual. I will go and investigate to see where she's excelling at on the third level. Could be writing, could be singing, could be dancing, could be the arts. And once I'm able to uncover where she's strong on the third level, I would say move through that area and connect that with the social consciousness. And if you can do that successfully, then you'll be able to be successful because you do have money. You have a very strong money line. And so you'll be able to be very successful on that sixth level. Be successful within your marriage, within your home, within the business world. You have the strong seven energy, so you'll be able to call on, your spiritual guides to assist you a lot more. And then you do have your one energy, so you will have the confidence that you will need to get you to your sixth destiny. But I personally would stay away from going through the second level, and I would encourage the individual to move through the third level. After I pinpoint where she's strong at on the third level, then I will work with her to show how she can use that third level to hit her mark with the least amount of resistance in this particular incarnation, so she can have a fulfilled marriage, a peaceful home, and being very active within her community, within her society. Okay, so if you're watching the lady or the guy that was that threw these numbers out at me during my live streaming, this reading is for you. Hope you get something out of it. All right, until the next video, peace.